All right, guys, we are headed over to Joe Nate's house, Jere Speed, right now to go cut the roof off of this old parts car that he's got. And we're gonna make ourselves go ahead and get started on Papa T's car. Catch you guys over there. Hey, look, guys, we're obviously over here to cut the roof off of this car, right? But this is the type of stuff that Nate works on. So when you get this channel going, this is the type of stuff that you guys are going to get a chance to see. So we're just over today hanging out. This is Brad's car over here. So me and Brad go way back. Him and my dad, good friends. Brad's probably one of the baddest dudes that I know in the street. In the street game, I'm telling you, back in the day, this was the man. Andrew, should we tell them we don't know what we're doing?
I think they'll figure it out when they watch the video.
Pick a spot and just start cutting. I mean, I don't really know what else to do. Yeah, we're going to cut this a little oversized from what we need. But guys, this thing looks pretty good. Looks like at some point it had maybe a little bit of rust where somebody fixed it. But look at this, though. This thing's nice and dry in here. Just like Andrew's. Why are you being like that, bro?
When it gets messed up, I want to look at you.
No, well, I won't when it gets messed up. I can look at you. So all we got to do now is pick this thing up, get it off the car. That's it.
Just like that, we got a convertible.
Right
when I threw it up in the air, I got to thinking, I was like, man, these edges are going to be pretty sharp when I go to the edges.
Yeah, that probably wasn't too smart. What we got there, Andrew?
A 1997 Ford Focus hatch.
Nice. That thing is clean. And there it is, just like that. That's how you make a convertible Mustang. Beautiful. All right, it is that time. We got to get Papa T's car in the shop and get started on this thing. Now, I've had a few people ask, why are we not cutting the whole roof off and everything else? Well, because this is the easiest way to do this. As you can see, here's the damage. And we're going to come back to about right here with this new roof. Guys, this should be fairly simple. So rather than fixing this and rather than cutting the whole roof skin off, there's really no point. It's just easier to do this. We got to get all this rot out of here. We're going to let Memphis video today. All right, this is my new camera. Do not break it.
Okay.
It's heavy, okay?
Yeah, oh my gosh, it is heavy.
Y'all, Papa T's car is freaking raw. You hear how quick this thing revs up? It's amazing to me. All this thing has is an FMU. So if you don't know, we actually have one of those up there. And it controls your fuel pressure, right? So you don't actually have to tune your car. It's got like an ATA pump on it, a T-Rex pump. And this thing's got a stock tune in it, and it's just got the timing knocked down on it. But God, this thing is so freaking responsive and just runs so good. So, all right, so before we get started, let's go ahead and go over the game plan with Papa T's car. As you can see, this thing needs a little bit of love. It's been sitting around and for like 8 months now or longer, probably like a year, honestly. It's been just sitting here. Cars cannot sit like this. Older cars, you just can't do that. They need to stay covered up, or at least with a car cover or something on them, right? So our plan here is to replace the hatch. As you can see, it's got some rust bubbles. So we're going to replace this hatch. We got another hatch around back. And we're going to cut this out and replace this because, I mean, it's rotted beyond repair. We don't want to try to fix this right here. And then other than that, I mean, the car's straight, so no real big issues here. We're just going to clean this thing up, probably slap some more paint on it and pick another color, straighten a few things out on it. We should be good to go. We're not striving for perfection here. We're not trying to make a show car out of this, okay? If you haven't noticed, that's not what we do on this channel. But we want to save this thing again. My dad, there's a long story with this car. We'll talk about it later. Anyway, I just want to get you guys up to speed on what's going on and why we're cutting the roof the way we are. Don't get caught up, guys. Don't listen to the people that say you have to cut the whole roof off of a car to replace something like this. Because you're going to get yourself into more work, and if you don't know what you're doing, you're better off just cutting out patch panels, essentially, which is what we're doing. Look, ooh, got the old Calypso out there. She's going to get wet today. We don't have enough room, guys. She's going to get wet. Shout out to Memphis for videoing for us. You're doing pretty good. Yeah, you're getting better. You going to help me run the channel one day?
Maybe.
Maybe? What we're going to do is cut the very edge of his sunroof out so that that new top, will just lay straight down on this car. Okay, once we do that, then we're going to come and cut the edge of that new, like cut around the new top and just let this thing fall into place. So we're making some rounding cuts on this one over here. Guys, it's just a process. It's really hard to explain, but it's similar to what I did on the fastback when we were working on it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set you guys up and let you watch me cut this thing out. Nothing much to see at the moment. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Here we're FOXBODY.
Alright, so as you can see, we got the roof, well, not really on the car, it's laid up here, so I gotta get this thing back off and show you something here.
Let me grab one side of them.
I got it. So we went in and cut a little more of the roof out, and we're gonna actually come back and do it again. Probably gonna come back to about right here with it, because there's some braces on that don't, so that it doesn't sit right. So here's the deal. All we're doing here is getting this thing to lay flat on this car. At that point, we're just gonna trim both of them out at the same time and then weld everything in. So that's the way it's gonna go, but as you see, it's really simple. We're still learning on how we wanna go about it. We've made probably 6 or 7 different cuts that we shouldn't have had, but anyway, this is where we're at, guys. We're gonna go ahead and trim this up some more, and I'll get back to you once we start cutting everything out and welding it in. Cross your fingers.